Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 3. Basically, I love Star Wars: Force Unleashed, especially the second one. I love the fact that you can customise skins and the character, Glenn Mark, or even, if you prefer to call him, Starkiller. I especially love the second one, basically because you could dismember enemies' limbs. You have 2 lightsabers. I don't mean to be like brutal or anyway, I just like that little feature. But if they added a Star Wars Star Wars Unleashed 3, what would we expect? Oh. Well, to be honest, normally people say, oh, it's like a type of clone of number 2, but different missions. Because number 2 was alright. I mean, it was one of my favourite Star Wars games. Well, top 5 favourite Star Wars games. But the problem with it was that you only got to about 2 to 3 hours of gameplay out of it. And with only having that, kind of ruined it for me. But, you know. Oh yeah. I want to get this mod because that's what I call, but I need to hyper and nuclear DSC. So yeah, basically, today I'll be talking to you about what I would like from Star Wars: Force Awakens 3 if it was ever created. So I would like amazing customization. I've spelt bowling wrong, I know I have. Anyway, I would love amazing customization. Possibly customization of the character's face and the choice to join the light side. You could be a Jedi or a Sith. Now, it would be nice to be choosing from different eras of it, like the Old Republic even. Old Republic, Empire, and First Order. Because me and this other YouTuber was discussing it in a comment section the other day. I replied with saying, oh, I love this song, I hope they bring out Star Wars: Force Awakens 3. And then the person who I was talking to responded, yes, I do hope so. And I said, oh, would you like to do a partnership in a video of me? Hasn't replied yet, but I've been told by someone else that yes, so I will feature their channel if I can find it. So anyway, basically, we was discussing it, and they agreed to it, and so I'll be featuring their comments, the sections in a minute in this video, in the sections in it. So basically, I said, who wants Star Wars: Force Unleashed 3? And then the person whose channel is called, and the person who owns the channel is called Assassin AMVs, highlight reply said, Steel Gaming, my channel name. Everyone, man, it can be awesome. It can be awesome game, but Disney sucks. I love how you just reply with Disney sucks. And I obviously replied live yeah, true. And said what would you do if they added it? So shout out to Assassin's AMV. And so I'd like customizable characters, customizable robes, even customized lightsaber hilts, different Star Wars eras, and even the possibility to have companions, just like Fallout 4.
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to controlling the privilege.
Mate, chill. No, there we go. So yeah, even a possibility
Nice job with those
of
defenses. I've got nothing else to keep
camping
right now.
companions. And Star Wars Unleashed 1, it wasn't a massive letdown, but it was also not amazing, since they didn't have almost as nearly as the things everybody loved in Fallout, I'm not too sure. In I'll just call it Star Wars 2. In Star Wars, the game 2. Basically, the second one was like a revamp because people said, yeah, it's alright, it wasn't amazing, and which fair enough, it wasn't amazing. Which fair enough, it wasn't amazing, but it was still a good story. But the problem is, LucasArts is understaffed. They don't have much money. They've kind of gone broke, so they're going to struggle to make the game. What they do is they'd spend the rest of the money on the game as a desperate grab to hopefully it succeeds, and which that could possibly happen. So if that was to happen and it succeeds, that could make LucasArts have get loads of money from it. And since they get a lot of money from it, then they'd say, oh, this was a success, that was a success, why not create another one? They'll create another one, even more of a success, and LucasArts will have more money, more staff, and designers. So that's what could happen, possibly. I'm not saying. I mean, I would love a new Star Force Awakens game. I guarantee if they came out of that for PlayStation 4, I would dedicate my channel to it. Well, not literally, but I would play it loads. On the channel, just play as many videos as I could of it. But there's a problem. If it was created, Disney would have to be involved. Oh, we own Star Wars now. We're not just allowing you to do that. But I'm not sure whether or not LucasArts is its own independent company, because Lucasfilms sold the rights to Star Wars to Disney, which shouldn't have done at all. Should not have done. Because I'm not gonna say they ruined it or they've ruined the whole career, even though they have. But I can't really, because I really can't say that Disney isn't doing a good job, because they created masterpieces such as The Force Awakens, and The Force Awakens, oh, that was amazing. Star Wars The Last Jedi, also amazing. I won't say in the videos about these, because I'm not sure if you guys have, I won't be sure if you guys have seen them or not, because if you haven't and I've just told you the plot story of it all, I've pretty much ruined it for you guys. But anyway, just imagine, I'm not actually sure, but it'd be nice if someone told me in the comment section saying oh yeah, LucasArts is still its own individual company. And as I've heard and talked about with other fellow YouTubers who I'm friends with, we've been talking about Star Force Unleashed 3 and said how we've been talking about basically oh, it's an amazing game and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's the first game to be, well, I think it was one of the first games to ever be used as a Star Wars game anyway, to use next gen graphics for that time, and the consoles were out then, because I think it came out in 2010 or 2013, but if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure it's 2010. because only the Xbox 360 and PS3, it was only added to the Xbox 360 and PS3, because that's probably the reason why it came to that. And the problem is, some people would say Disney ruined Star Wars, which I believe in mixed. They helped it and they also ruined it. They ruined it because, oh my god, the original movies were amazing. And Disney came and said, alright, we're not going to have, you know what, the whole story doesn't matter. I mean, the fans are getting angry at us, saying, oh, that's not canon, that's Legends. And fans are getting also even more angry because Disney, prepare yourselves, are on about making Star Wars The Last Jedi Legends and not canon, which is highly pathetic, because how would they do that? And if they were to do that, how would they make it happen? Because Star Wars The Force Awakens was the starting point of like old Luke Skywalker, old Leia, Han Solo, old Han Solo, Rey, and Finn, and obviously the second moment. Guys, if you haven't seen The Last Jedi yet and you're possibly going to watch it at some point, which has been out for about 3 years now, so I don't know why you'd be watching it, but anyway, if you haven't seen it yet and you're planning on seeing it, skip 2 minutes now. Right, I'll give you 3 seconds to do that. Right, you should have skipped if you haven't seen it. So yeah, guys. Basically, that was the first time we ever saw Han Solo die in a actual movie, what is in Legends. And yes, when I saw it, I shed a tear. I actually went home and I was pretty much not taking the mick out of it. Or I'd never do that, but when I got home, I was in tears. I was walking to the car. My dad said, "Jesus, that was unexpected." I said, "Yeah." I literally, for that whole month, I was depressed. Well, not as in depressed, but like depressed that Han died. I could not believe it. I just sat there and thought, wait, if Han dies, who else is going to die in Star Wars? Who else? And it's so crazy to think about it now, because we've gotten so used to the fact of that Han Solo dies. Anyway, moving away from spoilers. What would also be nice to see, if LucasArts does like yep, it's our last hope, AA Star Wars jokes. LucasArts turned and said, Star Wars Force Awakens 3 is our last hope, and it really goes successful, but they don't add multiple eras like the multiple eras in, like they've got in like EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2. I reckon that it should be like set in the time where First Order's existing, and like before the First Order's base gets attacked. And the reason why I think that, because when you think about it, they could have because there's so much story we don't know about how they found out about the First Order's massive super planet, how they found out so much intel about it. And yes, you're probably saying, oh, Finn, but we found out later on that no, it wasn't because of Finn. They knew something about it before. And if you actually listen in one of the movies, they say our source has given us information. and people say, oh, that's definitely referring to Finn. It's not. In an interview with the creator of the movie, I know who it is, but I can't remember his name. So yeah, interview with the person who made the movie, even said no. What are you doing? Even said no. The source, the rebellion source is not Finn. And I was like, well, I've got to make a video about this then. So, what I thought, if the rebellion's source isn't Finn, then it'd be Starkiller, which would be an amazing plot. You know what? LucasArts should hire me. Just like, Jesus, their kid's good. You're hired. Yay. Because when you think about it, it would kind of make sense. Because last time it left off in the old one, they caught in the Star Wars Unleashed 2. There's two options at the end. You could either kill Vader, which it could be alternate. It could like give you two options in Star Wars in number 3. It said you could go through down 2 routes, either the one where you capture Vader, or the one where you try to kill Vader but you fail, and you get killed by a clone of yourself called Darth Vader's apprentice. Cause that'd be good. There'd be good 2 routes. I've done both routes in the game. I've killed him. I've tried my best to kill him, and then let him live. Because if you let him live, it was like he could possibly like try to escape, and you have to like capture him. Then you have to go on a goose chase across the galaxy. But then you get word that he died once Death Star exploded, and he's like, "Yay! Praise for Joyce." And if you're a Sith, you get word that Darth Vader dies, and you kind of go rogue, and you kill rebels and the Empire. So yeah, that's what my idea is. But then again, when you think about it, if they was to create something what would have been like it, they'd have to show a few cutscenes before they could actually like explain the story of how they got the information and how Glenn Marek helped. It is either Glenn Marek or Glenn Marek. I don't actually know properly, but yeah, basically tell it how he helped like save the Empire, Rebellion, or even the Empire. So that's what I think, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below and subscribe. It'll help a lot, because I've just hit 130 views in total, which I'm proud of myself for that, and 21 subscribers. So yeah, I've hit that many. That's not a massive milestone, but it is quite a big milestone for like starting off YouTube like me. So yeah, if you did enjoy, leave a like down below and subscribe, and without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.